From either side of the channel, an international derby. The shores of England and France separated by a mere 21 miles of water, and their history so deeply intertwined. It is a sporting rivalry with depth. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. It's got all the ingredients. It is bound to be good.
Yeah, and this one I see as a game between two sides who know each other all too well, and games between the two have been generally close. While there will be quite a bit of probing and prodding, I'm expecting this to be nice and tight.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Foden. Palmer. Kane, played out to the right. Saka! In he goes again! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
He's looking wide. Foden. He is through here. He's a mighty effort. He will be livid with himself. Saka. Rice.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that has not gone well. And back to the goalkeeper. Stones. England were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rabiot. And it's Camavinga. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Mbappe. Guehi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saka. 15 minutes till half-time. Rabiot. Saka. That's been slipped through. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Stones.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Camavinga aimed beyond the defence. He's going for goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He has found the way through. Foden touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Tries to play it through. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rice. And it's Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. It's Camavinga. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky.
He rises! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Foden. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Rabiot. Saka. Stones. Rice. Now it's Foden. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Olise. And it's Rabiot. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Stones. Palmer. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rabiot.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gets a good foot in there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Saka. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's gone out for a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Saliba, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. For Olise.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Saka carries the ball down the right. Rice. Bellingham. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Dembele. Out to the right. Olise. Elects decent chance! And he's there to belt it away. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
In once more. Pickford claims it.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Mbappe.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
England making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lewis Skelly. Foden. No, that's been intercepted. Rabiot. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.